1832 was normal at first for the Chinese and British as they casually commenced their day-to-day trading. They continued their routine of trading tea, silk, and porcelain to the British for silver, and only silver, which was ultimately donated to the Chinese government. Unfortunately, Britain's supply became lower and lower as they purchased more and more goods. They reluctantly began canceling the shipments being sent to them to preserve their finances. The British faced the dilemma and began pondering a way to solve it. They finally decided to turn to selling something to the Chinese, a drug at that. Opium, an Indian drug that was used as pain medicine in the past. Having found a new solution to their problem, the British offered the newly found opium to the Chinese, with plenty to share. The Chinese decided to try it, and soon much of their country had become addicted to it. China began to order mass shipments of the drug at the time, quickly replenishing Britain's previous losses. China loved the stuff, but barely even scraped the surface of Britain's humongous opium supply, considering that they had mass amounts of large fields that were filled with drugs. Ugh. China became worried about the kind of economy they were projecting. They didn't exactly want to be a huge drug country, but that's what they were to others. So, they began slowly cutting down on the shipments of opium. Slowly but surely, the distribution of the drugs came to a stop. China wasn't all smiley happy about it, but they thought that it was the best thing to do for their country. A blockade was placed on the British opium producer, just as a precaution. Britain greedily refused to stop their miraculous flow of money, so they went against China's word and snuck the drugs and themselves into China. Soon, local opium stands were set up all across China, where opium was illegally sold to citizens, while also stealthily hiding themselves from the government. Somehow, information of the stands were leaked to the Chinese government, which was not a good thing for the British. They panicked and began to retreat, but this wasn't until the government had proclaimed war on Britain. So war broke out that very same year. Several battles were